Hello everybody, welcome back, I'm MrRedClaw. Welcome back to an episode of Formula 1 2021 My Team Career, this time for the Australian Grand Prix. Before you go to either head down below, like and subscribe, it does help out a lot, and let's get right into it. So here I am out for my flying lap around Albert Park here in Melbourne, Australia. Of course, we haven't been here for the past 2 seasons because of COVID-19, but we are returning here this season, and of course the track has changed slightly, a couple corners wider, a couple corners just totally different now, so it should hopefully kind of improve the race again. Just make it easy to overtake, and yeah, just to have an entertaining race. But big news kind of in game is that, of course, since about the start of season 1, we were basically battling to be we were basically the worst team or the second worst team. I'm pretty sure we once for like a race or two were the 3rd worst team, but that was just for a race or two, as I said. But now, after a couple more major upgrades, we're actually the 4th worst team on the grid. So slowly but surely we are getting better. We have overtaken, of course we are already above Haas, but we have overtaken Alfa Romeo and Williams, and we are kind of close to AlphaTauri, Aston Martin and Alpine. So that's quite good. As you can see, P12 on the grid for the race. Really good, as Max Verstappen takes pole from Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas, who could win the championship in this race if he does score enough points. So that is going to be interesting to see if he can, and let's see what we can do during the race.
Welcome to Melbourne. You can hear the roar of the crowd out there, which can only mean one thing: race day is upon us. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1, so how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty: positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Ricciardo, Carlos Sainz and Perez, Giovinazzi, Ocon, Gasly and Red, Tsunoda, Norris, Lance Stroll and Russell, Leclerc, Latifi, Sebastian Vettel and Mick Schumacher, Mazepin, Lundgaard. They've taken a grid penalty, Delatraz and Guan Yu Zhou. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
So here we are lined up in P10 as a couple people got some penalties, so we move up those 2 spots on the grid, which is really nice for us, which means that we are already in the points even if we don't gain any positions during the race. But of course I want to do that as we dive down the inside of Pierre Gasly into turn 1, but don't make the move stick and actually nearly lose a position over here to Tsunoda. We're actually side by side over here, but we're going to do a huge dive bomb down the inside of the AlphaTauri driver over here, Pierre Gasly over here, around the outside, still side by side, but taking P9, going into the next corner, leave some space down the inside as Gasly tried to have a look at making a move over there, but we go up to P9, and as you can see, actually both Alpines ahead of us, so we are fighting them for P7 in the constructor standing. So definitely not good that both drivers are so high up as on lap 3. Of course DRS is activated, but we actually kept falling away. Last race, of course, we actually had better race pace than the Alpines, but this time out it's them that have the better race pace, and I am actually left defending from Yuki Tsunoda over here, and Pierre Gasly just closed by behind him. And as you can see on lap 6, my tyres already at around 26%, and I already felt the car sliding around. I was just losing so much time to both Alpines ahead and to Yuki Tsunoda behind, so I decided to pit on lap 6. I was meant to originally pit on lap 7, and then my engineer changed that to lap 9, I'm pretty sure. But I was there, it's like, let's try an undercut, maybe it will work, I'm not really sure, because of course this is just season 2, this is the second race we've done here in Australia on this game, because I've basically just skipped out so many days of uploading this series, which not really proud of, because we could have already been on like season 4 or something if I definitely would have stepped up my game. But maybe next year, I'm really hoping next year. I'm not trying not to skip any upload dates for that game, as we see the Williams over here actually spin, and actually we just gained a position over there. We would have gained it anyway, because well, the Williams hasn't pitted yet and we're still on the soft tyres, but still an easy overtake on Lundgaard over there, our old teammate. And talking about teammates, well, talking about the race for now, Ocon actually does stay ahead. We close up by about half a second to a second over there, but he starts pulling ahead over there, so yeah, not really the best of undercuts because it didn't work. Maybe if we stayed, I don't know, maybe if we stayed out longer and overcut, I'm not really sure. The tyres were definitely going off. I think I would have lost more time if I tried an overcut, as we just barely avoid going to the back of Mazepin over there, as I really wanted the inside line to the next corner, not the outside, and just at the last second I switched sides and it was just so close. It was basically not a fault of the Haas driver, it was just me just being indecisive of where I want to place my car to make the overtake work. But we do overtake the Haas and a couple more people who pit on lap 9 over here, but Giovinazzi ahead also. We gained a little bit of time, but not really enough. Definitely not enough to make the undercut work, as on lap 9 going on to 10 we get back up to P9, but actually just about 2 seconds up on Tsunoda. So I guess the undercut didn't work on the Alpines, but I guess it works on Tsunoda, so now we're kind of safe from not getting overtaken by him, as we see the Williams of Guan Yu Zhou, I'm pretty sure it is, retiring over there. And talking about teammates, our teammate, of course, Christian Lundgaard, not really scoring the points. We still haven't had any points scored by the second driver in Red Sprint Racing, and that kind of happened in the last season. It was only in the last game, sorry, it was only until like season 3, I'm pretty sure, maybe even 4, that the second driver scored a point, because I'm just getting more out of the car. But still, I don't know, it would have been nice if they scored at least 1 point or so, or just even more, because we do have a better car now, and definitely it's going to be quite hard to catch the Alpines now that they've scored so many points this race. But P9, 2 points, and a decent race for us.
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. We've witnessed some great battles on the streets of Melbourne today, and they've taken a fantastic win. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
So it's Bottas who takes the championship, with Max Verstappen taking first place, Bottas second and Lewis Hamilton third. Us in P9 from P10, only 1 point gained, 1 place gained, but still quite good. P9 in the driver standings. Let's hope we can keep that going on to the last race in Abu Dhabi next time out. Alpine go from P7 up to P5 in the constructor standing, so I guess 9 points to Aston Martin. That's who we are fighting for P7. Hopefully we can score enough points to overtake them next race, but I'm not really sure. For now, that's going. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye bye.